women's team who will be taking part in the GFA Vedanta Women's League this season. This is the second season that we are taking part in the league after 2018 and 19. To tell you more about this, talk through this all, we have our technical director, Derek Pereira, and the head coach of the women's team, Sujitesh Mandrekar. The rules are the same as all the press conferences we have had so far. If you have a question, do raise your hand and I'll come to you and you can ask the question in orderly fashion. And then, and when you're asking the question, please state your name and the publication you're from. And without much ado, the floor is now open to questions. If you have a question, please do use the raise hand option and I'll come to you. Yes, Flavio.
Hi, good afternoon, coaches. Coach Derek, this is Flavio from Times of India. Coach, how important is the women's team development for FC Goa?
We always believe in promoting football, whether it is boys football or women's football. We from this year, I mean, we always promoted football and especially local football, and we participated in the first year of Vedanta League, where we prepared a team to to do well. There was a break in between for certain reasons, and this year we got another opportunity to participate in the Vedanta League. Although we were a bit late to form the team. The preparations are going on well, and we are always looking, to do something for women's football.
Thank you, Coach. Clinton, you have a question?
My question is to the technical director, Derek. This is Clinton here from Goa 365. Well, my question to you will be, this is the 4th edition of the Vedanta Women's Football League. So what are your expectations from the girls of FC Goa who will start their campaign soon? So what are your comments? What are your thoughts on the Women's League this year after the COVID pandemic?
First of all, it's nice that, GFA is organizing this Women's League. It's sorry, I missed out your question. Please come again.
Yeah, my question to you is, what are your thoughts when it comes to the 4th edition of the Women's Vedanta Women's League, and that too starting off after a pandemic kind of situation?
See, we at FC Goa, we want to promote women's football, and this is an opportunity for our girls to participate, play competitive football. We are, it's a blessing that even during this situation, pandemic situation, we get this opportunity to play, and we have a very good team, young and experienced girls, trying to find the right combination to do well in this league. And hopefully we win this league and qualify for the IWF.
All right. Thank you so much, Derek. I also have a follow-up question to the coach out there.
Yes,
Coach, what you have to say when it comes to your preparations for this Women's League?
Yeah, the preparations, as I said, it's going on. Yeah, we are into the 3rd week now. The girls are together for the 3rd week now. And the preparations are going on well. So due to the pandemic, and we didn't participate during the last year as well. So yeah, there was a little bit of break in between. But the girls are adjusting well to the conditions, and we want to say want to show good football now when we play our first match on 28th. And yeah, the girls are doing well at the moment.
All right. Thank you so much, and wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Clinton. Thank you, Coach. Flavio, you have another question?
Yes. Coach Derek, there is very little competition for women's football in India. So what do you think is the better solution that Indian football must come up?
It's the same like how we have a structure for the boys team. I would there has to be a long-term plan, and there has to be a structure in place, and there has to be competition for every age group. Like we have for the boys team, like that we should have a, the team should have a structure to develop football. So if we have competition at every age group, there will be a path forward to for the girls to develop from a very young age, and like we have for our young boys, our youth teams, boys youth teams, like that we want to plan something for the girls as well. So in the future, our plan is the long-term plan is to have a structure for FC Goa, and I definitely will be working with organizations. There is a local organization and the national organization to see that there is a structure in place, and develop women's football who can play at the highest level.
Thank you,
Okay,
coach.
coach. Yeah. Anybody else has a question? Please do raise your hands. Yeah, I can see a hand raised. I can't recognize because it's not. I can't see the name of it. It's Redmi phone.
Hi, this is this is Anish from Sportstar.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, good morning, sir. My question is to the coach. So we have over the time we have seen FC Goa play a very fluid and position technical based football. So my question is, during the selection of the girls team, were there any criteria as such as to how the team was selected? Any special criteria for the first time?
We had trials for the girls. Most of the girls, most of the teams had already prepared their teams much in advance, and we were like coach said, it's just we got just 3 weeks to prepare. So far, we had 3 weeks training, and the first week we had trials to look at the girls, young and experienced girls who could be part of our team. And yes, we had trials, and we did some scouting as well. We looked out for names who had already played, some experienced girls, and that's how we started building our team.
Which tried to sorry. Okay, I just wanted to add to coach. We at FC Goa will always like to stick to our philosophy of playing, keeping the ball possession, moving forward, and a very attractive and attacking kind of football that we play here at FC Goa. And the girls were chosen, I can say, through that pathway itself. No, and the girls are adapting well to our system as well. It's not that they are getting shying away from our system. So the girls are doing well. They are playing a very good, possessive, and attacking football at the moment, and hope to continue with the same as well.
Thank you, coach. Clinton, you have a question?
Yes, once again, I have a question. My question will be to any one of you guys. That is about, we have seen that FC Goa women's team is some of the most experienced players out there. So which are the key players that the fans or the viewers should look out for?
There are a few. There are a few. If I name them now, will be most of the teams will be watching out for them now itself. So I will not take names as such. We have got a young bunch and experienced campaigners here this year around, and there are a few promising players as well. I won't take names now at the moment, but when the league starts, hopefully you will come to know.
All right, thank you so much.
Hi, Flavio.
Yes, yes. Coach, you have seen the league produce two internationals already. Michelle and Kareem of the team. Hello.
Can't hear.
I'm
we
sorry, I
didn't,
think we lost you for a bit. Can you repeat the question one more time, Flavio?
Yeah. Coach, the league has produced two international players, Karishma and Michelle. So, do you have anybody in the team of that caliber?
I have. The journalist. Very able to hear him, Coach?
No.
Okay, Coach Flavio said that over the years, the GFA Vedanta League has produced a couple of international players for India. Do you think that the FC Goa team has players of that caliber this season?
I would say there are some young girls who, if given the right platform and if we have the right training, definitely they'll represent India one day. There are some young girls. We need to have a plan for them, and that's always our aim to develop players to play at the next level. We will be scouting during the league, and we'll have our own structure to develop players to play at the highest level.
Thank you, Coach.
Also, you have a question, please unmute yourself and ask her.
Yeah, hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
you're audible.
Yeah, hi. My question is for the head coach. I want to ask you, what is the environment like in the dressing room? Like, talk us through the environment ahead of the first game within the group.
The environment now is very positive. We have played a lot of practice matches, around 4 practice matches, which mostly include playing our own under 13s and under 15s. And I can see a very positive attitude, with regard to the girls at the moment. No, and most positively, they'll continue with the same. No, the girls are very what do you call it, together. They're enjoying the training sessions, the games, and there's a good bond at the moment with regard to the team players and the staff. And hopefully it will continue throughout the league, and want to see some good performances as well.
Thank you, Coach. Anirudh, do you have a question?
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. My question is to both of you, in the sense that considering how short a women's season's duration is, it's compared to a men's team, how hard is it to build a team for the long term? How hard is it for you to have a philosophy, imbibe that into the players, and take it forward?
Right now, we are happy to participate in this league, but there are like you rightly said, there are very few matches. But if we qualify for the IWL, we'll get some more matches to play, and at a different level. In the future, we are definitely going to work with with our association to see that there is a longer season for the girls, and also that we have a tougher competition, like more matches, and we need to sit with the organizers and the association to plan that thing for the future. At the moment, in this current situation, we are happy that at least there is some competition, whether it is few matches that will show, give us a picture to see how and where we need to work on what we need to work on to develop the players, women footballers to play at the highest level.
Right, sir. Coach, from your perspective, is it harder to train your players? How do you manage that the gap?
So we have to see their this thing, as these girls have mostly come out from this COVID situation, and apart from that, as well, the girls have very less match time and playing time throughout the year. So most of the time when they come to us, they're mostly unfit. So the first priority for us is to get them fit, their bodies fit, so they can work on our technical aspects. And yeah, girls are adapting well. Yeah, certainly, as you said, it is a little bit difficult at first, But I think the girls are adapting well, and yeah, we are going well with it at the moment.
Fair enough, coach. Thank you.
Thank you, coach. Anyone else has question? Yes, Anish.
Yes, hi. The question is for both of you. So you said that you comparatively started late than the other team. So any special approach is any special approach being taken from a footballing perspective to cope with the competition, or is training just going on as normal? As in, any specific technical things which are being worked on because guys started late?
We definitely want to work on our style of play, but if we see we want to play our style, that is possession based football, and we are working on the technical aspect of the game. If we see how the girls are shaping up, we just have 3 weeks of training, and our first match is on the 28th. Accordingly, we will see and we'll try to adapt and see in this short duration how we can get the best out of the girls.
Yeah, just to add more to it, just to get these girls adapted to have a lot of playing time as well. We have introduced what do you call it, a lot of practice matches in between. Maybe in a week we have 1 or maximum 2 practice matches, wherein they are given, most of them are given a little bit of match time, so that we can understand what they do apart from training as well. So we can impart a lot of training, and the same thing when it shows on the field, it also helps us know the girls better. Yeah, so a lot of training matches has also helped us shape up the team as well.
Thank you. Anybody else has a question?
Thank you.
If I don't see any questions. So for the time being, we'll let the coaches be. They'll be and the 3 players. We have 3 players from the FC Goa women's team also waiting to take questions. So thank you, coach. Thank you, Sujitesh. Thank you, Derek sir. We'll just be back in a couple of minutes with the girls in the frame. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hi guys. Today we have with us 3 of the players from the FC Goa women's team. I'll introduce them one by one. From our on the screen on the left we have, and there are 3 people from various different spectrums of women's football. On the left is Kimberly Fernandez. She hails from Mumbai. She has already played in the IWM for Borderline FC. She has been playing in Maharashtra and is playing. This is her first season with FC Goa. In the middle is Kulsum Sheikh. She is a multi-sports athlete. She has represented university in throwball, football, and basketball. This is her first season with FC Goa as well. And on the right, we have Malvita Mascarenas. She has played in the GFA Vedanta League before for Kunkulim. And she is also was the part of, she also played for PVC Para and was also part of the coaching team that for PVC Para when they went to the IWL last season. The floor is now open to questions for the girls, and the same rules apply. If you have a question, do raise your hands and I'll come to you. Yes, Flavio.
Yeah, this question is to Malvita. She has played. She's one of the most experienced players in the team. She's played for Goa many times. Like how do you or how as an experienced player, how do you see the team shaping up?
Yes, thank you. The team is shaping up quite good. We have a lot of what do you call the youngsters with us who's working right now. And so the whole gelling up as a team and working together on how the coach is demanding us to play is what we are working on right now, and really on to encouraging these youngsters to literally put themselves out and work along with us to give their best up. So yeah.
And how difficult it is to play football after such a long time in a competitive atmosphere? Anyone can answer.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, it was difficult to catch up with the stamina and everything. It was difficult, but then we are doing it really well as a team. Since football is a team game, so we really are doing like working hard as a team, and yeah, we are doing great.
Thank you.
Abrishmina?
Yeah, hi. Guys, I just wanted to ask, like, any of you can answer this honestly, but I just wanted to ask you guys, obviously, I mean, even Derek said, and it's more like FC Goa want to have this possession-based football, but as players of the team, how much do you think it's possible for you guys to do that, especially this season when you guys have had very less time together?
Yes. Yes, it's tough. Although it's like a new style of play, if you see when it comes to women's football, it's not what the women's football is familiar with much. And it's a lot of it's challenging because it demands a lot of ball at your feet, a lot of fitness and all that stuff. But tactically, it's much more sound and both ways, offensive and defensive. So what we are actually trying to do is literally stick to the plan. If the coach demands it, we need to give it. We have to work. So maybe we might not do it right at the start, but we're sticking to it. That's what.
All right. Also, like just one follow-up question. Obviously, when you are trying to play out from the back, you require a lot of level head, especially in say your back four. So how much of that as seniors in the team, I mean, how much of that are you trying to help the juniors with? Because obviously it's really difficult if you're not used to it to keep a level head in say tough situations and you're under pressure. Trying to play out from the back is something that's difficult. So how much of that is like temperamentally, how much are you helping the youngsters prepare themselves for that?
No, as I've said, it's a bit new for us. I mean, we understand it, but it becomes a bit difficult for them. But come on, we just cannot let them go off and say no, like play. But we're trying to get everybody. So what happens practically in women's football is we have to do a lot of talking. In men's football, it's not that way. They gel up as in they've played forever along with each other. But women's football needs a lot of guiding right from outside to the person inside, to the person next to you. So it takes a lot of team effort. Whether you're senior, junior, we expect everybody to do their bit. Talk to each other, support, come, run, everything together.
And yeah, challenges are, it is a challenge for all of us, but then challenges are what makes us better. Like it'll make players better for it. So yeah.
New style of play. Let's try a new one.
It is a very demanding style of play. It's nothing that we generally play like Malvita rightly said. It's generally a 4-4-2, but this new style of play we've been working with the same style since we started, and so everybody's been able to keep up well. So it's not that one player has advantage over the other. It's the team that's working together, and it just feels nice to be able to play the FC Goa way, and to know that the coaches have faith in us to be able to play as well as the boys are playing.
All right, all the best, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Abhishmina. Thank you, guys. Anirudh, do you have a question?
Yeah. Hi guys. I'm sorry. It's a question that's related to what everybody's been asking about how short your season is actually. So during your long off season, what do you do to keep up an edge, to maintain fitness and sharpness and keep up with football tactics over the till the season starts?
Basically, it was like, we used to go to pitches and all. We used to run there. Like, we had tasks where we could actually play. Due to this pandemic, we couldn't actually play as a team. But then we had, like, we used to go on the beach, run, like, keep our fitness, work at home. So that's what it was. Yeah.
And it was also a lot of just working on individual performance because obviously the pandemic limited everybody. But as soon as things started opening up, and if you're talking about a general off season, although it might not be recommended, at least in Mumbai, we play a lot of five-a-sides to keep fit because we don't have so many opportunities otherwise. It's not recommended to play, but we don't have other options, and so that's the best outlet for us to stay fit, to stay in form, and also have practice with the team. So that's how we work at least.
Fair enough. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Anirudh. Thank you, guys. Abrishmina, you have another question? I have your hand raised. Okay, I think she does. Question
No,
that I've
I'm
been...
sorry. I just forgot to put my hand on. Sorry.
Sorry, no worries. Anish?
Yeah, hi. So this question is for all three. So especially since you guys started late, and so during training, how much of it is on the field and how much of it is technical? As in, do you guys have just on-field training, or do you guys have video sessions where the coaches go over tactics and style of play with you, or is it just on-field training for now?
I think because time is so short, our coaches have very well managed to integrate the both of the aspects. So we do mostly on-field training, but they do video record our games and then they watch it and then bring
Everything like
they come to us with what needs to be worked upon. Although we could probably see ourselves having video sessions through the league, but in preparatory, like coming into the season, we've done mostly on-field work, and the coaches are doing the bit of reviewing our games and then coming to us on-field and working with what we need to improve on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You have another question? Okay. No. I've been sent a question on chat. Guys, what are your individual targets for the season? Everyone can answer.
Yeah, there are no individual targets as such. Team game football, so we all are working hard, not just for this league. We want to go to IWL, we want to perform there. So yeah, our target is just a team sport. So we are just working hard, all of us.
Yeah,
3 points every game.
Yeah.
Is there any more question? If there is no more question, I'll bring this press conference to an end. I don't see any other hands raised, so I'll bring this press conference to an end. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Kulsuman. Thank you, Malvika, for your time. And thank you, everyone who has joined us also. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you soon.